Hi, good afternoon, it's Jim from maverickstar. We've got finally the SD cards out of the Trimag system and the magnetosphere logger. So if you go over to PulseShift News, you can see the most recent data that's been added to there under the Trimag and magnetosphere data. It's not moved again, you know, it's still in that same territory. It has moved very, very slightly west, but it's still in that same vicinity as what it has been now for the last few readings. If you're following it on your own Google Earth maps, the latitude is 81 degrees 53 hours 17 minutes 12 seconds north, by the longitude 114 degrees 55 hours 28 minutes 99 seconds east. And well, it's anyone's best guess what's happened. Why all of a sudden, when we passed the 40-degree mark, has it suddenly held up in this region? When, you know, we anticipated something would happen, so we've been right up to this point, but we expected to see, a vast movement in its pace over short periods of time. But at the moment, it's just held up in one region. What is going on beneath our feet? How come it just crossed recently the North Atlantic Ridge and stopped? What is it about that region that has held up the magnetic North Pole in its progression westerly? We know Canada's region of intensity is still weakening, and that Russia's intensity is still increasing. So we know that, by all means, it should be moving west, but for some reason, we don't know why. We just take out the SD cards, check the data, and position the magnetic North Pole, according to that data. We don't know why it is held up at the moment. This is, unusual. This is the second time it's done this in the last year. If you remember, around February, the magnetic North Pole did come to a halt. It tracked backwards like it has done now, and then it started to move westerly again. This time it's held up in its own position for as long as it has. Anyone's best guess is what's going on at the moment. I've had some theories put my way. Maybe there's something that is holding it up deep in the crust of the earth, or in that molten position where it is, that creates the magnetosphere. Maybe something is blocking it there. We just don't know. I mean, will we see an acceleration from this point? Will we see it go back easterly? Is anyone's best question. This is really unusual behaviour, but nevertheless, we're still covering it for you guys. On another note, we really need to start doing something about raising funds for this observatory if we want to keep doing what we're doing. There's no other YouTube channel out there that covers this topic. There's certainly no other YouTube channel or website dedicated to the magnetic North Pole as we are, and there is certainly no one else with a Trimag system like what we've got, as well as all the other equipment as well. When we covered the Earth Alpha at a glance, we've got a lot of equipment here, and I know to some of you people out there, it's information that you can't get anywhere else, and it's valuable to you. So if we keep getting supported even by small numbers of people, we can continue doing this. But something really needs to change, because we are in the red right now at the observatory, and we need to get that improved. And that is the bottom line. There is a link down there in the description if you want to help. It's entirely up to you. It's not mandatory, but it does require a few people from time to time to chip in. Simple as that. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to say what I usually do. You take care of your loved ones, and we'll continue in our work here at the observatory for you guys. As always, bye for now.